Okay, welcome to another part of Shadow Rune Castle Daerion campaign. This is the episode in which we will hopefully reach the castle itself. We're almost there. We were looking for the fourth villager and the fourth beacon that we have to light in order to hopefully win the scenario. So in the previous episode, we've had some interesting encounters with the bar guests and plague worms. We lost our second villager. The third villager there is heavily wounded, hiding behind the corner, stuck in between the rubble of stones, hopefully out of sight of any enemies. Something that I found out, the pattern in this scenario, is that, every time our heroes finish all of them finish their turn, goblins attack the villagers who are outside, who are not in the building. So we need to get this villager inside of the building. So this is the beginning of a new turn. We have a minion barghest on the field. All right, let me show you how it's painted. I just love these barghests. I said in the previous video that barghests are one of my favorite miniatures from Descent 2nd edition. Up to this day, even though I've looked at all other minis, this is one of my favorite, with the ribs sticking out. Absolutely fantastic. So I'll put him like that, even though he's the other way around, but he looks awesome, doesn't he? All right, so we need to focus on opening the doors. And I think I'll do it again with Grissom, same as I did in 2 or 3 episodes back when he opened the doors to the cabin. And that will give me more options with the damage dealers. Alright, so Grissom. Let me have a look at Grissom. He's got 4 stamina points remaining. He hasn't used his heroic feat that heals everybody in the area, but I'm looking at the dashboards. Oh, and please let me know in the comment section below if you're interested in me showing you my setup, my dashboards. I have some 3D printed dashboards, and I might even show you miniatures from other games that I have already painted, like Warhammer Quest, Blackstone Fortress, Cursed City, Folklore of the Affliction, and maybe something else. Who knows? Let me know if you're interested. Anyways, let's go back to the board and open that door. So 1, 2, 1 movement point remaining. So that's the first action. The second action will open the door. You can actually open these doors like that. Let me remove them from the table and let's see what happens. Behind the door, you hear the screams of a villager. Oh, there you go. Open the door. The door opens. Remove the door. Place 13A. Okay. Find 13A. 13. Yep. There it is. 13A. Okay, let's remove that. Remove this on the side. It's like that. Okay. We need to close it off with the exit, like so. I'll adjust the camera in just a moment. Just bear with me. Let me build it for us. Get out of my kitchen, you grubby devils! An elderly woman swinging her sturdy broom is shouting it at a group of intruders. The devils are oddly hesitant to overwhelm this helpless victim. One seems to be dripping blood from its nose onto the squeaky clean floor. Continue. Place 1 villager. This time it's a woman. Cleaning up. Let me have a look if I have any women cleaning up handy or not really. No, what I'm going to do, I'm going to use this miniature, and let me know if you can recognize where this is from. And we'll use her. She's shouting, she's upset with the devils. Okay, it's over there. Yes, I will just yeah, there's another beacon. Let me shift that slightly. Adjust the camera so that we can see the entire map. Yeah, there you go. Okay. The beacon of Minas Tirith is lit. Gondor calls for aid. Yeah, continue. Changeling. Oh right, we haven't seen you guys for a while. These are the miniatures that are not painted, but I'll show you. Well, I'll show them nonetheless. Changelings. There we are. Wow. I recall from, I think it's from Miracle, maybe? I'm not sure. When a monster engages a hero, it always engages a... Oh yeah, so basically it's telling me to attack. There you go, these are the changelings. Okay. Miracle is the complete set that I haven't got painted yet. That's waiting in the queue at my artist workshop. Yeah, fantastic miniatures. Anyways, 4 of them, including the master. Now we need to find the card. It's not often I play with them, to be honest. Haven't seen them for a long time. There they are. I'll introduce them. Right, they have several interesting abilities. This is their card, okay? The minion, 4 movement, 4 health points, brown and grey defense dice. Same for the master, but the master has 6 health points. Right. Okay, there's quite a lot of interesting abilities for these changelings. Okay, so the minion, for an action, he can whisper. And when he whispers, it causes every hero who's adjacent to this monster test the sun. If you fail, you have to move 1 space away from the monster in the chosen direction. So the Overlord would have chosen the direction in which the hero would move. Okay. There's also a surge token here. Okay, let me just quickly double check. Alright, it's got bleed. Both the minion and the master, so of course bleed causes the bleed condition. Then we have wither, and the wither, where is wither? There we go. For 1 action, the target hero gets 1 stamina damage. Okay, and also both the minion and the master, they have the ability for 1 action. It's called whisper. Oh no, I told you about the whisper. Yeah, I did, didn't I? Yeah. Sorry for that. So also there is extra buff for the master, and it's like a hideous laughter. Each hero within 3 spaces from this monster receives -1 to all characteristics, to strength and book and eye and sun, up all the way down to the minimum of 1. All right. Okay, there we go. Let me just make sure that you can see everything on camera. Yes, you can. Right, there you go. It's interesting. Okay. Right. So that's quite unfortunate, because Brother Grissom, he still has 1 movement point left, and he could also do something with his stamina points if we needed him to do that. Let me build the 6, 3, 6. Let me build the health pool stuff for the villager over there. So we need to light that beacon, and I'm quite interested to see what's inside that chest. Maybe something useful, something that can use potentially later on. So anyways, I'll move for 1 and finish my turn with Grissom and Daerion. Plague worms. Each time a hero is moved by Barrow, that hero tests the eye. Each hero who fails is immobilized. So minions get to go first. Use Barrow on as many heroes as possible. Unfortunately, I cannot reach any. Now engage the closest hero, attack a hero. So 1, 2, 1, 2. He moves 4. That's all he can do. And same for the master. Right. So basically, 1, 2, 1, 2. Moves in all the way here and cannot reach any of the heroes. So the plague worms have moved. So after my next hero's turn, it's either the Barghest or the changelings who will activate. Okay. So what are we going to do? Are we going to move in and call for... Can I just unsummon my wolf? Yeah, I can. But I don't have any stamina points. That's a bummer. That is a bummer. Okay, so I can activate Jurek and move in and try to kill one of the changelings. They're quite tough, aren't they? They have both the grey and the brown dice for defense and 4 health points or 6 health points for the master. Alright. Or we can go in with Laurel. 1, 2, 3, 4. Laurel movement is 4, so she can go 1, 2, 3, 4. Can she shoot anyone? She could shoot the master. She has 1 stamina point left, which, well, isn't great. However, if she can go 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1 here, she could see that one and shoot him with her incendiary arrows that have the blast ability and maybe deal some damage to these guys. Let's do that. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1 for the last stamina point. And she can see this guy, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, it's this one, and these 2, right? There's nothing else I can do. So look. Okay, the range is there. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 7. So again, we'll be using our hero ability. And look at that. Only 1 defense. So I attack for 1. Since my range is that I rolled is higher than actually needed, I will buff it by extra 1 without spending the surge, and I'll spend one of the surges for +1 damage, so that's actually 3. And that's it. I will use the remaining surge to gain 1 of the stamina points back, put it on the dashboard. So I attack for 3, this guy, he defends for 1, his health points is 4, so that's 2 health points remaining for this guy. And then the arrows explode. First, this guy defends. Same story, receives 2 damage. Well done, Laurel. Well done. And then this guy, well, this guy was more successful in his defense, and he defended all 3 damage. Yeah, so no wounds taken. All right, so Laurel moved and attacked. 2 actions used. And turn. Ooh, changeling. Each changeling uses Whisper. After activating, each hero who fails moves 1 space away from the closest other hero and is cursed. Alright, that's something new. Let me have a look. Are you using that? No, you're not. That's something that the Valkyrie added. Fantastic. Ooh, that makes these guys very challenging. Alright, so activation options. First, for an action, engage the closest hero who is not cursed. Alright, Laurel is not cursed, and Grissom is not cursed, and we can move for 4. So 1, 2, 3. She's the closest, so she's not cursed. Let me go there. Oops, sorry for that. Like this. That's the first action. The second action is attack a hero who's not cursed. Uses Whisper after activating. Sorry for that. I forgot to. But it says here that Whisper only affects adjacent monsters, heroes. So none of these can do that, or should do that, to be honest with you. So we just attack. We attack hero who is not cursed. They attack with that. Okay. So what I'm going to do, Grissom will spend 1 of his stamina points and will activate Stone Skin. Okay, so this is exhausted. So thanks to that, Laurel has 2 grey dice for defense. Oh la la, look at that. That's a very powerful strike. So this is defended. That's a miss. So 3 and let me see the activation order. Yeah, the first option to use the search for is the bleed. Alright, so we'll be bleeding. Yep, so I get hit for 3 and also receive bleeding. So Laurel, where are you? Here, 1, 2, 3. Okay, and bleed. Right, bleed. There you are. And what does bleed do? You can discard this card for an action. As long as you have this condition, for every other action you take, apart from discarding this card, you take 1 stamina damage. Laurel has only 1 stamina point left. Okay, so let's try and do something about that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cannot engage, so I'll engage the villager. The villager defends with a grey die, so it goes like that. Okay, 2 defense. I can either cause bleed and the villagers are immune to all conditions, or use wither and cause the target to lose 1 stamina point. They don't have any stamina points, so the surge is wasted and this attack is defended. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the closest they can get. They will use the second action to get closer. They cannot attack. So the minions have activated. Now it's the master's turn. Alright, so it's pretty much the same as it was for... Yeah, exactly the same. So I won't use Whisper because there's no adjacent heroes, maybe next turn. But I should engage the closest hero who is not cursed. Well, Laurel isn't cursed and Grissom isn't cursed. So 1, 2, 3. Like so. Okay, so that's very helpful. And what I'm going to do, I should attack Laurel because she's got 2 health points left. Nothing else. Ogre Grissom cannot help her because he used his Stone Skin in previous turn. So Yeah, that's kind of tough. So that's what's going to happen. Let's see. Oh, exactly 2. So 1 damage is negated and 2 goes through. That's exactly what Laurel has. So she loses her health points and 1 remaining stamina point. And she falls over unconscious. Okay, and that's the master's activation complete. Let me know the app that she has been knocked out. All right, so she's lying there unconscious. Grissom also moved, so now it's either Brother Grissom or Brother Garen or Juret. Brother Garen. Maybe we could... What we could do is start with Garen. Alright. Moving with zombie, attack the master, and then use Garen's first action for the Fury of the Undead. And what that does, for 1 stamina point, which he has 1 left, and for an action, you can activate your zombie and then you can activate it normally. So basically the zombie goes twice for 1 action and 1 stamina point. And I think that's what I'm going to do. So Brother Garen begins his turn with activating zombie. The zombie charges in and attacks and attacks Master Changeling. There we go. 3 damage, 3 defense. No. So then Brother Garen uses his stamina point to use the Fury of the Undead to do it again. To activate the zombie again. Look at that. Critical fail on the defense. But look at the attack. 4 plus 2 surges. The zombie can only use 1 surge to boost its damage by 1. So it's actually 5. And as you can see, hopefully you can see that here. Master Changeling's health points is 6. Right, so 1 HP remains. Okay, but that was really good. That was really good activation on the zombie's turn. Now, Brother Garen has still 1 action left. He used his Fury of the Undead. And, you know, let's not forget about the genie's lamp that Brother Garen found in one of the chests in the previous adventure. And what genie's lamp allows me to do is, for an action, I can draw one card from the item shop and start using it immediately. And if I keep it, I have to discard the genie's lamp. If I don't keep it, I have to shuffle it all back into the shopping deck and keep the genie's lamp for another chance. So I can either do that. It's like a, you know, portable chest, really, that I can see what's inside and hopefully I can find something special, or I can rest to get my stamina points back, which I don't have any left, or again I can shoot either the Barghest or the Master Plague Worm with my Reaper's Cane. Which one is the most important? I think I will use Genie's Lamp, really. Yeah, so I'm using Genie's Lamp for an action to draw a random card. Let me do it like, I don't know, like that. And that's the card I drew. Something for Laurel, if I can see correctly. Corner of my eye. And what does it do? It's the guard's bow. It's not bad for a surge, plus 2 damage, and for a surge, plus 3 to range. but my bow is for a surge +2 to range and 1 damage, so it's a slight upgrade if I want to keep it, but it's not something perfect. I would rather see a red dice here and a piercing damage that I will need as soon as I hit Act 2, because the monsters will get stronger and stronger. So I'll shuffle it back into the shopping deck and keep my genie's lamp to try again maybe next turn. Okay, let me speed things up. Brother Daerion, finished turn. Barghest. Each hero who suffers 1 from Howl suffers 1 health damage as well. Master, we don't have any masters, so pretty much the same activation for the minion. Spot as many heroes as possible and use Howl on at least 2 heroes. Okay, so I'll go in 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, like that, and then I affect all heroes on the board. Oh my god. That's a perfect activation for the Barghest. Okay, and I have to test the sun. Right, so let me start with Brother Daerion. His sun is 4. Let me get rid of these. Okay, it's 3, so he passed, nothing happened. Grissom now. Grissom 3, and it's 5, so he loses 1 and 1, like that. And now Laurel is unconscious, so she's not testing anything. And Jurek 2, we need 2, and it's 4. We don't have any stamina left, so he loses 2 health points instead. I'll show you that. There you go. Wow, that was good. Thankfully, we only have 1 Barghest on the field. But anyways, it's getting quite dangerous for us here. So we need to do something. We cannot go through. We cannot heal Laurel now, which wouldn't make any sense because she's already exhausted before she fell unconscious. So that's really unfortunate. So Jurek, what can you do with your wolf? 1, 2, 3, 4. And I would have to deal 4 damage to kill that Barghest, or deal 3 damage to kill this Master Plague Worm that's approaching me from the back. I think I'll go for the Barghest. Yeah. Okay. 4. I attack with red. He defends with gray. Let's look. Okay, we attack for 5. He defends for 1. That's 4. That's exactly what we need. So he's destroyed. Let me tell the app about that. It's done. So now it's Jurek's turn. He cannot do anything because the way is blocked. But that was not a wise decision on my part, because I could have attacked the Plague Worm with my wolf and hopefully kill it, and then Jurek, without moving, he could have attacked this Barghest. But anyways, I've done it, so here we are. It is what it is, isn't it? So maybe I can go 1, 2, so that I'm in range, and I attack with red dice. I'm attacking with my javelin, which has reach, and I attack for 2. Can I do anything? Yes, my javelin has pierce 1, so it's basically this. So 3 damage goes through, 4 damage went through, 1 was defended. There you go. So 3 damage. Master Plague Worm is destroyed. Well done. So I still have 3 movement points left. So it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that. Okay, so Jurek and Daerion, come on, each villager suffers damage equal to the number of adjacent monsters. There's no adjacent monsters to this villager, but there's 4, so I suffer 3, 4. Continue. Perform 1 action. So this villager stays where he is, and this one, 1. Ooh. No, stay there. Yeah, that's what I thought, see? So the goblins shoot arrows at all the villagers outside of the building. So it's either this building or that building. So this villager, since he's not inside, he gets shot for 2 and dies. Oh, okay. But this one is inside of the building, so it doesn't die. It stays alive, which is good. The app asks me how many villagers have been defeated this round. Just 1. So 1 plague worm appears here. So again, 1, 2, 3 is a master. So the master is spawned at the back. 1 Barghest again, 1, 2, 3 for the master, 4, 5, 6 for the minion, and it spawns right there. We need to hurry up, or otherwise we're going to lose. Yeah, we're going to lose terribly if we don't do something. What can we do? What can we do? I think what we're going to do is we're going to start this round with Grissom. He's going to heal Laurel, and then we'll see what's next. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. So we're going to roll 2 red dice. This is 4, so she gets 4 HP. She gets up, gets 4 HP. Unfortunately, I haven't rolled any surges here, so she would have got some stamina points. Sorry, I was thinking about my next move. So now Garen, Grissom is going to activate his heroic feat, which says use during your turn. Each hero in your line of sight recovers 2 health points and 2 stamina points. Each hero, so including him. So let's start with Jurek, because he's handy. 2 and 2. Then Laurel, 2 HP and 2 stamina points, which she needs, well, might need. In line of sight. So Brother Garen as well. It's 12, 2 stamina points, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Right, 1 for Grissom and 2 stamina points for Grissom. Well done, mate. And that didn't require an action to use, so 1 action is still available. So what are we going to do? Are we going to attack that master with our oak staff? Or are we going to that could be helpful actually. Let's do it. It's going to be quite challenging though. Maybe we shouldn't do it. Maybe we should do something else. Let's do it. Okay. Yeah, we managed to do it. We managed to do it actually. This is blocked. Nothing there. 2 damage goes through. Master Changeling dies. Okay. And this surge I can use to get 1 stamina point back to the maximum of 5. Well done. Grissom, well done. Alright, so Grissom and turn. Now it's the Plague Worm. Plague Worm Use Barrow on as many heroes as possible if adjacent to an immobilized hero. You're not. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. You're too far away to do anything. So both the minion and the master have activated. Okay. Like that. We need to kill as many as possible. So how about we activate 1, 2, 3, 4? Not enough. So maybe I can try and kill the Barghest again, because if the Barghest moves in and uses his howl on as many heroes as possible, same as before, and that might hurt a little bit. Or I can do the same trick as I did before. I can start with Brother Garen and use the Fury of the Undead to use my zombie twice. So maybe I can kill two. Maybe I can kill two changelings. Yeah, I'm going to do that. So I'll begin with my zombie. Zombie goes in and attacks this changeling. Alright, that's my pull dice. There you go. Defense for 2. 2 is negated. 2 goes through. There's no surges, but 2 is all I need. Fantastic. Well done, mate. So then I will use my first action. Okay, for 1 stamina, I'm going to use Fury of the Undead and use and activate zombie again. So the zombie moves in for 1 and attacks this minion. Same dice pool as before, and we rolled 3 against 2. So 1 HP, oops, remains. So that was his first movement point. So I'll do it like this: 2 and 3. So I'm out of the way. I'm not blocking the line of sight for anybody. And I'm in strategic position for whatever is going to happen next. So that leaves me with one action point remaining for Brother Garen. So I can either use the Genie's Lamp again or try and do something with this Barghest. Or at least move in. I think I'll just 1, 2, 3. Is it necessary for me? Do you know what? I think I'm going to risk it with Genie's Lamp again. Okay, so let's see what we can find. I don't know. Let's try this one, Swamp Coat. +1 to HP, and you can go through water and slime as normal tiles. Yeah. So extra brown dice for defense. No, I don't want that. I don't really need that. Brown dice is nothing special. I'm sure I can find something better. Next turn. So Brother Garen, you're done. Changelings. Master. Master is dead. So skip to minion. Minion. Each attack performed by a master gains 2 surges. There is no master, thankfully. So for the minions, the option number 1 is for an action to engage the closest hero, which would be either Laurel or Grissom. Laurel is the closest, and attack it. So 1 and attack. So that's what happens. Okay. Again, Brother Grissom, Stone Skin, Grey Dice. Okay. Ooh, nice. Attack for 4, defense for 4. So this is done. Okay. So that's blocked, and 1, 2, and who am I going to attack? I think it will be, if I were the Overlord, who would I attack? I would attack Laurel because her HP is 2 for 6, while Grissom's is 12. So there you go. Let's do it again. And this time I cannot use, I cannot use the Stone Skin, it's exhausted. So he attacks for 4 and a surge. and I think the bleed, yeah, bleed, so I get bleeding again, and I get hit for 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3. She got hit. All right. So minion is activated. Let's see what happens now. We need to hurry up, guys. We need to light that beacon and get into the castle, hopefully. So we have either Jurek or Laurel. I think I will start with 1, 2, 3, 4. Not enough. I think I'll start with Jurek, who can move in for 1 stamina point. Move in here and attack this guy with his javelin. And his javelin hits with a red dice. Okay, that's a very powerful hit. Right, look. 5 against 1, it's 4 damage. All I needed was that 1. He's dead. And this surge I'm going to use to get 1 stamina point back, the one I just used to move in. And I will attack this one, this changeling, with my javelin again. Okay, and let's see what happens. So 5 damage, 3 defense, so that's negated, that goes through. His HP is 4, so 2 HP remains. Okay, and now it's the wolf's turn. But what I need to do is to get the wolf as close to my heroes as possible, because every hero adjacent to wolf gets brown dice for defense. That's the survivalist ability that we learned when we were in town. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So before we do that, I will attack the Barghest. The wolf attacks with red dice. Let's do it. Let's see. 3 against 3, nothing happens. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's Jurek. Okay, and turn. Barghest. Each hero who suffers 1 stamina from Howl also suffers 1 health damage. That's the same thing as before. Activate masters. There's no masters. There's only minion, but it's exactly the same. Spot as many heroes as possible. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. And I use Howl for 1, 2, not on all of them. Okay, again, Howl, was it the sun? Yeah, it was the sun. So let's start with Garen. Garen's sun is 4. There you go, 4. So he passed. Grissom, 3. Nope. So 1 stamina, 1 HP gone. Now it's Jurek, 2, 3. Nope. Well, it's becoming dangerous, especially for Laurel. Her sun is 2. Nope. Her HP is down to 2 again, which is very bad. Okay, so these were the minions. Now it's Laurel's turn. So what can she do? 1, 2, 3, 4. I could rush for the beacon and light it, as we did before. And maybe we should do that. Or do something even better. Haha, I know. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Her movement is 4. Now I'm going to use Masterwork tools, which I found in one of the chests here, I think, or was it previous adventure? Anyway, it says flip this card over to either search or an adjacent search token or perform an open closed door action without using an action. Here you go. Flip it and let's have a look what's inside. But let's not forget that I'm bleeding. So if I don't use an action to discard it, to stop the bleeding, basically, I will bleed with stamina points. So every time I do an action other than that one, I bleed. So I ran, so I have to waste my stamina. So that was one action. I opened the chest, but it said that I didn't need an action to do so. Okay. You find a few corroded coins and a small object. In addition, you acquired a really disgusting smell. You find five gold. Discard this token and draw a search card. Every other hero within 5 spaces immediately moves 2 spaces away from you because I smell. That's interesting. Okay, let's yeah, let's I don't know. Let's take this one. We'll see what it is in just a moment. Let me put these away. Okay, like that. We found Terra Shift Leaf. It's an item. For an action, flip this card over to place hero tokens on 2 adjacent spaces. Choose a terrain type: water, pit, lava, or sludge. Those spaces are now that terrain type. Figures on those spaces act as if they are entering that terrain. Ooh, that's good. Wow, that's very nice. We can change terrain into lava, let's say, and get rid of okay, so that was the first action, and for the second action I will use my I'll use it to discard bleeding. All right, so I had an interesting idea, but unfortunately it didn't work out because of the bleeding. So Laurel and Thorn, again, villagers suffer 1 equal to the number of adjacent monsters. So 1, and then they can activate. So 1, 2, 3. No, they need to stay inside. Okay, 3. Okay, I'm inside, so I don't take any damage. So I avoided that. How many villagers have been defeated this round? 0. 1 plague worm. Do I have any left? Yeah, it's the final plague worm that can be spawned if I have to respect group limits. Now it asks me to spawn out the Barghest. So 1, 2, 3 for the master. Yeah, it's the master. And again, look at the master. Look at it. Fantastic miniature. Oops. Right. With a tombstone like that. Great. Again, I'll put him like this so that you can see his ribs sticking out. Okay, we need to hurry up, guys. We need to hurry up. I think I'm going to risk it. I don't know what's going to happen, whether I'm going inside or I don't know. But I think I'll start my activation with Laurel and head for the beacon and light it, hopefully. There's nothing she can do to heal herself. So yeah, I move for 1 and I will test either the book or the eye. I need 4 or less. Okay, come on. Yeah, it's 3. So we lit the and pass. You light the beacon. Continue as the last beacon sputters to life. An unsettling light flares to the tall dark walls of Castle Daerion. The blare of crude war horns fills the air, and the Overlord's minions turn as one, abandoning the village to race toward the castle. You'd best follow after and ensure Sir Palamon survives the night. Continue. Players need to record the following information for encounter 2 of this quest. The heroes saved 0 villagers. No, we saved 1. The heroes found 14 gold. Search cards found by each hero, conditions, and okay. So we saved 1 villager. Search cards we found 4 4 conditions. There's no conditions and health points we have on our dashboards. Continue. All right. So that's that. I think we'll stop here because it will take a little bit of time for me to build the map. We managed to get into the castle, and we'll see what happens next in the next episode. So stay tuned, join me soon, and I'll see you shortly. Thanks for watching. Bye.